So Scooter just brought us over to Edgewood Court, which isn't far from the Kirkwood home. Something happened here though. There were a bunch of cops out, somebody called Scooter, he got all nervous. It looked like somebody got shot and was in the back of an ambulance. But that is just like a parking lot away over here. It's just cool summer block party style. Everybody's out and the mood's pretty festive for 20 minutes after a gunshot.
Sometime you'll win, sometime you'll lose.
Most major U.S. cities have some measure of order, at least in the center. But thanks to Sherman and White flight, Atlanta is a crazy decentralized pizza pie, where the good parts and the bad parts are sprinkled at whim by developers and Section 8 vultures, sometimes varying from block to block. In general, the north half of Atlanta is mostly white, and South Atlanta is mostly black. But everything in between is a jumbled mess of amorphous neighborhoods nobody can agree on the boundaries of. Nowhere is this more evident than in the map of Atlanta's 6 police zones, whose arbitrary borders are redrawn every few years just to add to the confusion.
So we're gonna go for a police ride along in Zone 6. This is most of East Atlanta. It is more famously the zone in which Gucci Mane told the song Truth that he could come find him if he wanted him. This is where he lives. This is where he dared him to come meet him and possibly dig up the bodies of the people working for that Gucci Mane killed. It's also home to Edgewood and Kirkwood, which are neighborhoods with a very colorful reputation, both in hip-hop and in drug trafficking.
3609, go ahead. I copy. 339 Candler Street.
Officer, do you know Gucci Mane? Yeah, we're talking about him
yes,
earlier,
Radrick Davis, yes.
Yeah. Do you know he was from Zone 6, or?
Yes.
He claims to be? Do you like him, or you?
Personally, I don't know him. I just know who he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, his music's pretty bad. It's awful.
Do you think it has an effect, like him being so popular on
Yeah, I really think it does. A lot of kids listen to the music. They think that these people who are making the music actually did the stuff that they're rapping about.
With him, though, it seems like just based on all the cases he's had against him, he has done a lot. Like he did kill somebody. What do you see a lot of in Zone 6?
A lot of car break-ins, a lot of crack, because there still are a lot of crackheads. And also out here, we see a lot of meth, and we also see a lot of heroin. We also have a lot of burglaries, mainly property crime. But the bad thing is that most of the people doing the crime are juveniles.
We heard somewhere called Little Mexico. Are you familiar with that name?
Yes, it's called Bixby Street.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a group of kids there. They're more like teenagers, young adults now. And for some reason, they'll wear like the La Familia and say they'll consider themselves Little Mexico.
Weird.
And absolutely none of them are Hispanic.
One of Zone 6's most prolific Little Mexicans is young Scooter.
When you call a nigga phone and they don't answer for you, that mean that nigga never gave a fuck about you.
Having made the traditional shift from moving drugs to rapping about them, Scooter now puts out an average of 3 to 4 new mixtapes a year, has guest appeared with virtually every artist in the ATL trap scene, and even shared a jail cell with Gucci once.
Everything I do, I see somebody watching.
Still baked as biscuits from Trouble's Superweed, we left Zone 3 to meet young Scooter at the Kirkwood homes in the heart of Little Mexico.
Like La Mexico, the whole La Mexico movement, you hear like Maceo, Casino, Future, me, just the whole Black Migo gang, free bands, that's where it started at, bud. La Mexico is a whole community, it's way bigger than this.
Yeah.
This ain't shit.
A lot of movements going on, but we won. La Mexico.
Black Migo gang, we hold up this, the LM, La Mexico. You know that.
What's the LM?
La Mexico, you get it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was slow today.
Yeah, you know, trouble.
Trouble
Turned up over there, though.
I just passed you. Roll that motherfucker around and get right. You just sip the weed, like how you do, look like, yeah.
Let's take a little
drink,
taste.
hit that shit, like, you good.
So wait, why was it called Little Mexico here again?
It's just the streets, that's what we choose to call it. We just hard working, we drinking like Mexican.
Oh,
We move like Black Mexican, we working, we don't start working.
Was Zone 6 the hardest working zone?
Yeah, to me it is. Yeah. Phone don't stop ringing, you know?
Yeah.
This a corner, this a trap. If you ain't out here, you ain't gonna never understand. Streets gonna change every day, it's gonna be different prices on everything. You can tell a person anything if they can't find it. Hello, JD. You ain't gotta get that shit free, brother. My fault, Jay, my fault. Look at it. That's what my music basically about, getting some money and telling my story of my life. Count music, that's what I call it.
That's cool. Does anybody else make count music, or is that just...
Hell nah, it's mine. I own it. I bought the word count up. So if somebody use it, I consume, you get it. I bought that word.
Count up is Scooter's.
Cold case, I'm scared of Goose right now, he won't even shut up. I didn't really make another count up music, that's it. No lyrics on this shit, nigga straight. Did my life on them, put my life on the line on these beats. Trapping and count on beats, that's all I'm doing. Like when I hear the beat, I go right in, I don't waste no time to think about it or nothing. I keep it simple, like I don't change my flow or my lane, like I'm in my own lane. Like I make my own music so it don't sound like nobody.
In addition to his own Black Migos gang, Scooter is also a member of fellow Kirkwood rapper Future's label Free Bands, and is on the roster of Gucci Mane's Brick Squad.
See this Black Migo music, he Black Migo himself, Black Migo 1017 Brick Squad, you know. Doug say, I'm in Black Migo gang. Black Migo music's $1 million count music. Brick Squad monopoly, so we just bet crazy money. Me, Flocka, whoever, we just bet. That's why we have monopoly. Monopoly stand for the motherfucking money, nigga, next night for blood. You know, a lot of people just make one hit and just fade away. My music still elevating. I don't got the radio. I still get 17.5 a show without the radio. I know I say I rap, but I won't sign, I won't do this, but it just gotta be the right situation. That's a nigga dream to get that $1 million. If I'm doing good right here where I'm at and still rising, there ain't no need for me to sign. Atlanta's Black Hollywood, man. Everybody you know, every rapper trying to get to Atlanta to make it. They're trying to move here to start their career. They want to shoot movies here. It's just a whole lot of shit. They're bringing a lot of police in town, which they leave.
How are the cops? Are they really bad right now? Or?
Yeah, they're dirty.
Getting better.
Being young Scooter don't mean nothing. They don't give a damn about that. Being young Scooter make me hot as hell.
Right as he was explaining the heat he faces from Atlanta's heat, Scooter received a text that somebody had just been shot at the nearby Edgewood Court housing project.
Okay, come on.
So Scooter just got a call while we were talking to him. Something happened in Edgewood. There's a lot of cops around here, and there's an ambulance blocking the way. By the time we got there, first responders were already cleaning up the scene, including our police buddy from the ride-along.
About what I can tell you, because you know, a lot of that stuff is, you know, it's I can't tell you some of that stuff because it is an active investigation.
Right.
But it's the guy that got shot really did not want to say much.
What about other people? Did anybody explain what? Nope.
Probably 100 people outside when it happened. Nobody saw anything.
No. So Scooter just brought us over to Edgewood Court, which isn't far from the Kirkwood homes. It looked like somebody got shot and was in the back of an ambulance. But that is just like a parking lot away. Over here, it's just cool summer block party style. Fly the flag. Oh.
This is my daughter.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Money.
Money.
Tell them hey, nice.
Hey, Scooter, can you tell me what happened over in Edgewood? Do you know what happened over there? When we were coming up, there was tons of cops and shit.
I don't know what happened. You finna get me to tell on somebody.
Oh, shit.
This nigga trying to get me to snitch. Get it, get it.
Oh, no. I was just curious. Can you tell me why everyone's wearing American flags?
Cause it's Black Migo world. It's a Black Migo world, man. The red, white, and blue means something.
Oh.
You need one. You got one?
No, not
You
yet.
gonna make it out of here without that flag.
Yeah?
That's the way to get out the apartment. You gotta show that flag.
He's gonna watch the game right now. We're gonna go elsewhere. What's crazy about here is this is pretty thoroughly the projects, and right overlooking it, like right through this tree, is this huge, super minimalist kind of like $1 million yuppie houses that are right against the projects but have a huge wall dividing them from there.
So you're talking about with Edgewood Courts. So Edgewood Courts is right behind this little neighborhood here. These people are paying $250,000, $300,000 for these homes, yet they're right next to a Section 8 apartment complex.
Yeah.
I mean, typically where you're gonna have Section 8, you're just gonna have higher crime.
Right.
When you look around, you'll see a lot of nicer homes.
Yeah.
There's people with houses here that make 4 and 5 times what I make a year. There's a big difference.
Does that cause friction, all the people moving in?
Yeah, they tend to get, victimized. They move here and they didn't research where they're moving to. They start learning that, you gotta clean your car out. You can't have the local crackhead in the neighborhood cut your grass. Because if you think about it, somebody comes here and they buy a house. They're making a house payment. A lot of the people that live here and have been here for long term, they're not making a house payment. They own the house outright. Their family's already paid it off.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't really push them out.
So what's going on in this neighborhood? That shit all looks new.
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers came through and bought up the little property because the shit was so cheap.
Yeah.
A lot of people just bought the shit just to have it set on fire or have the copper shit ripped out of it just so they can do the insurance fraud thing and get their money. It's just like a little money little hub. Everybody getting something out this shit,
Yeah. Well, who all moves into those places, though?
Really, dummies, stupid college students, don't know where they're moving at. Just like, oh, yeah, they look at the paper and say, 3 bedrooms, such and such, right down the street from the college. Because, it seems like it's right down the street. It is.
Everything's right down the street.
Yeah, everything right down the street. Okay, boom. Convenient, train station, blah, blah, blah. So then you move in. When you're moving in, you don't see nobody on your street. Once you get there, you'll be like, what the fuck? You don't know who you moving that door to.
What happens to those people?
People move in, see what's going on, see the bad mistake they made and get the fuck on. And then, the house just stay empty and then people run in, tear it up. And then they do it all over again, fix it again, let another family move in. Trick them. Yeah. It's a trap. Yeah, it's a trap. Yeah, it's just a trap.
Sometimes